All right, Algebra 1, now's the time to see if we can put it all together. Let's try a rules of exponents problem that kind of combines a lot of rules. This is worksheet number 1, example number 12. So you got 2x to the third, y to the negative second, raised to the third, and then you're multiplying by 3x to the fourth, y to the second, raised to the second. There's a couple of things you could do first, but what I recommend doing is taking care of the exponents on the outside of each of the parentheses first, okay? In order to do that, you need to raise the 2, the x to the third, and the y to the negative second, all to the third power. Now be careful here, because one of them is a number, and then these two are variables with exponents, and they actually behave differently. So when you raise 2 to the third power, you're doing 2 times 2 times 2. Well, that's 8. That's 8, okay? But when you raise x to the third power, raised to the third power, that's raising one exponent to another exponent, and the rule is to multiply exponents. 3 times 3, x to the 9th power. Y to the negative second raised to the third, one exponent being raised to another, that is multiplication again, y to the negative 6th power. That's what's in your first set of parentheses, okay? Next set of parentheses, you do the same thing. You need to raise the 3, the x to the fourth, and the y to the second, all to the second power. 3 raised to the second power is 3 times 3, which is 9. X to the fourth raised to the second power is multiplication of exponents. 4 times 2 makes 8. Y to the second power raised to the second power is another multiplication of exponents, which y to the second is 4th, y to the 4th power. Okay? Now we have to multiply all this stuff together. And in order to do that, let's do the easy part first. 8 times 9 is 72. All right, that was easy. And now you have to do x to the 9th multiplied by x to the 8th. Well, x to the 9th times x to the 8th is addition of exponents because it's same base being multiplied. So this is simply going to be 9 plus 8, which is 17, x to the 17th power. And the same thing is going to go for the y. You've got y to the negative 6 and y to the 4th. You're going to add them together, and that's going to give you y to the negative 2nd. All right? Now, we would be done. However, this is a negative exponent. And negative exponents are kind of like, considered unsimplified math. It's kind of like looking at, 3 over 6 is considered unsimplified because it's equal to 1/2. That's the same way we treat negative exponents. So you have to use your negative exponent rule to finish the problem. Whenever you use a negative exponent rule, you always want to have a denominator. And we don't have one here, so let's put a 1. What's going to happen is the negative exponent term is going to move to the other side of the fraction bar. Now keep in mind the 72 and the x to the 17th, they are not going to follow the y. They're going to stay in the top. Only what's being attached to the negative exponent is going to move to the other side. So the final answer is going to contain 72x to the 17th in the top, and the bottom is now going to be the y, but since we moved a negative exponent to the other side, it is now positive 2. All right, so this is the final answer to that question.